Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I am going to be showing you how I do my eye makeup. I do get several requests asking how I do just my everyday general eye makeup look. A lot of people have commented about how I get the intensity of my eyeliner as it's quite thick and black, and also how I get my eyeshadow to look smoky but not too heavily smoky, that it's nice enough to wear for every day. I haven't really ever done a tutorial. The only other one I think I've done is the Beauty Blender sponge, which I will link below if you'd like to see that. So if you enjoy this tutorial, please do let me know, and I'm hoping to do some more in the future. If you would like to see any other makeup tutorials, please do let me know and I will try and get around to doing some more. In here is where I keep all of my eye products and brow products. It's a mixture of eyeliners, mascaras, and then brow gels and what have you. I will do a full post on my makeup collection and stash once it's a little bit more organised. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. So at this stage I would have done my base, all of my contouring, foundation, concealer, all of that, and my eyebrows. I have got lipstick on because I've only taken my eye makeup off. So I'll pop my fringe back and out of the way. So once the fringe is out of the way and off your face, you can then move on to the first step. I don't always use an eye primer. I don't sometimes see the need for it. If I'm using Makeup Revolution eyeshadows, I will tend to use an eye primer just because it makes them stay around a little bit longer, as they don't have a tendency to be as long lasting as other eyeshadows. The primer that I'm using is just a little sample that I was given in a Birchbox, and it's the Benefit Stay Don't Stray eye primer. So with this, all you literally do is put 3 on under the eye and 3 onto the eyelid itself. And then just using your ring finger, just pat that in. And then as you're putting it on your lid, just make sure that the whole thing is covered, because this is going to make sure that your eyeliner, your eyeshadow, all of that really does stick around. So next up I will go on to do the top line. At the moment I'm really loving the winged eyeliner look, and I've been playing around with that a little bit. And the best thing I found to create that winged liner is the Eyeko liquid eyeliner in the shade Black. What I really like about this is that it's got quite a thick tip, which is almost like a marker, which really allows you to create perfect lines. It doesn't come out the strongest of black. One thing I always do get asked is, how do I get my eyeliner looking so black? I use several products to kind of build up the intensity of the colour. So this is the first step. So I go in and start from the corner of my eye. This is going to look really weird on camera, but the best way that I do it is to pull my eyelid up and out, and then that really does help you create that winged look. So remember just to keep your line as close to your lashes as possible. So as you near the outer corner, this is where you really do need to be pulling up and out. So then just bring that line up, like so. And then I just go back to make it a little bit thicker and bring it back into the crease of my eye. There you go, one eye done. On to the next. There you go, both eyes done. One product that I've always used religiously ever since I was younger is the Collection Fast Stroke eyeliner. For £2.99 it's an amazing eyeliner, and I've never really found anything else that kind of compares to this. I just love the long handle, which really allows you to go in and apply it quite close to your lash line so that there's no gaps. The brush looks just like that there. It is a liquid liner, and I just find that this over the top of the pen just leaves a really thick, intense black line. So I'm just going to go in and just literally go over that line that I've just done. Now it really doesn't matter if you make mistakes at this point. I always ensure that I have a couple of cotton buds around just because they are amazing to go in and just clean up any lines that may have got missed. I don't very often smudge it, but that does come with practice. As you do it more and more often, your hand will get steadier and steadier and you'll be able to get a smoother line each time. One thing I did forget to mention earlier is that I personally like to apply my eyeliner first and then my eyeshadow. That doesn't mean to say that's for everyone. Some people prefer to apply their eyeshadow first and then apply the eyeliner. It's entirely up to you and whichever way you prefer and what suits you. So next up, after having just applied the eyeliner to the top line, I will go in and clean my lashes. Now I do this just because it means that when you use the eyelash curler, you'll get more of a curl. And if there's already product on there from your eyeliner where you've put it too close to your lash line, this is just going to clump and cause your mascara to look horrible on. So the best thing to do is to always clean your lashes first, just to make sure everything's tidy. And you just literally do that with a baby wipe or a cosmetic wipe, whatever you have, and then just gently running it over your eyelashes. Now don't tug too hard here because you're only trying to get off any excess product. Again, some people may think that this step is odd, but I prefer to use two different types of eyeliner, one for the top and one for the bottom. That's purely because I prefer it slightly smoky and a little bit more lived in on the lower lash line than I do on the top. The top I prefer more of a thick, intense, strong black line, whereas the bottom I do quite like that smoky effect. So for this, I normally rotate between two kinds of eyeliner. They're by different brands, but they're pretty much the same product. Initially, it was always the Avon Super Shock Gel Mascara. So I then found virtually the same product in the drugstore. I think I got this from Superdrug. I have used this so much that it's almost at the end of its life and I'm going to need to buy a new one soon. But the Rimmel London Pencil, I will put the link below in the description bar, as I've used it so much and sharpened it so much you can't really see what it is. Today I'm going to use this one, and then I use this combined with the Maybelline Master Drama Smokey eyeshadow pencil. Again, I'll put the link to it below, but I've used it a lot, so it's been sharpened. I don't use the actual liner on my lower lash line, as I kind of find that sometimes it smudges and builds up in the crease just here as the day goes on and you wear it a bit. So it does kind of bleed down a little bit, but what I do love is this smudger on the other end. Creates the perfect smoky eye and it really does get in there and blend in. One thing I will always say is eyeliner pencils and brow pencils, any pencils that you use really, try and sharpen them every day, as that just makes sure that they're clean, and it also makes sure you've got a nice sharp point to draw your line. I don't apply eyeliner to the entire lower lash. I just apply it to the very corner and only do it very, very lightly. Then what you can do is you can go in with that Maybelline blending brush and just bring that all the way to the front of your lash line. Now at this point it does look a bit messy. You can go in and straighten that up, don't worry, we'll do that afterwards. I'll just go and do the same on the other eye. Again, what I find easier here is to try and open my eyes up as wide as I can to really get in there and blend this out. There you go. That's it just there. So it does look a little bit messy. What I would just then do is go in with a cotton bud and then just tidy it up. Okay, once the eyeliner is all done, it's then onto the eyeshadow. For this tutorial, of course, I am going to use my favourite one, which is the Sephora IT Palette. It's my go-to palette, the one that I always use because I love the colours that are in this. As you can see, it has been used a fair bit and is well loved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in first of all with a fluffy eyeshadow brush to just allow me to pack on the colour onto the lid. So I will start off with a light colour and I will use this one just here and place this all over the lid. Now I generally go for a kind of brownish smoky eye more often than not. It's my kind of go-to thing. So I tend to use 3 colours. So the next colour I use is this one just here. And then just apply a little bit of this. And I use this in the crease of my eye. And again, don't worry if this looks messy at this stage. Once you've blended it out, it won't look messy. The outer corner, I am just going to use a really dark colour, which is this one here. Again, apply this onto your brush and then just do that out a little bit there. I tend to drag it quite high up, as then it just means that it blends a little bit nicer when you come to blend it with the blending brush. And then do exactly the same to the other eye, just packing it all on in that corner. Up, I will go in with a fluffy brush to blend it all out. This is very similar to the MAC 217. I found this Kiko brush. I think this is the Eyes 200 brush. I will link it down below, and I think you can still get this, but it's amazing. It just blends out any eyeshadow perfectly. So just go in and then blend all of that in together. Just like so, all over the lid. I kind of go in circular motions. And then do the same to the other eye. Just to make sure that there are no harsh lines where you've applied the 3 different colours. But using an eyelash curler, you can pick up any one. This one was one that I got in a glossy box a while back. And you just literally go in, grab that top lash and curl. This probably looks like a form of torture. I promise you it's not, it doesn't hurt. But it does give your lashes a great curl and really does allow the mascara to cling to it, and that will hold that curl up. The mascara that I'm going to use is one that you've probably seen before, and it's one that I've been loving for a little while now. It's the Clinique High Impact Mascara. There we go, that's it just there. This is still a sample. I'm still using this one up, and I will get the bigger version once this is gone. I always go in and do the top lash first. So I literally just drag this brush up and kind of wiggle it through my lashes to properly separate them. And then I go over and do the other side. So again, just brushing it through and at the same time kind of wiggling it up just to make sure that there's no clumping or lashes sticking together. So then now I'll go in and do the lower lash line. And you don't have to put mascara on the lower lash line if you're not a fan, because I know a lot of people don't like it on the lower lash line. So if you don't like it, don't put it on. You can just do the top lash line. And then I will go back over that top lash line and do a second coat. So this time I will kind of hold it up for a couple of seconds, allow the lashes just to rest on it, and then bring it up. And just work that through several times on each eye. There you go. I find that really opens up the eyes and allows you to coat enough mascara on to look like you actually have lashes. I'm not a massive fan of false lashes, that's just me, so I prefer to kind of give myself more natural looking lashes by applying several coats of mascara. It is always best if you go for a mascara that gives you the option of being able to build it up. Most mascaras aren't made to be built up. They will clump after 2 or 3 coats, so do try and look for one that does allow you to build it up. So there you go, there's the finished look once it's done. And it literally takes about 5 minutes. It's not very long at all, and this is my normal everyday go-to eye look. So there you have my eye makeup tutorial. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe below to make sure that you don't miss any of my future videos. If there are any other tutorials that you would like to see me do, please let me know in the comments below and I will try and do some more tutorials. Otherwise, I will be back next Sunday with a new video. I'll see you then. Bye.